What's up, everybody? Christian James here. Today's video, Antifa attacks ICE facility. Looking at life in prison. Let's go.
And that's the angle. Here with more details is Nancy Larson, acting U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas. Nancy, thank you for joining us tonight. What can you tell us about the background of these suspects? We have to say they're, alleged to have carried out these acts. But based on all the propaganda found with them, could this be Antifa or another anarchist-related organization?
Look at these people on the screen. Like, for real, look at these people. These people are not dangerous people. They're not terrorists. They're sad, lonely people who have all found each other. I heard a comedian say this once, right? When you see a protest, they're nothing but a bunch of unfuckable people. Look at these people. Look at this dude in the bottom right-hand corner over here. Or these dudes here. Look, any of these dudes is happy to meet a chick. None of these guys have anything going on. Look at the girl in the bottom left-hand corner. Bewildered. The girl beside her definitely on drugs. GCSO, I'm not sure what the hell that is. The other one is clearly Asian. The other one looks handicapped and homeless. Like, it's not a good look. The only one that looks maybe they have anything going on is the one from the top left right here. This crazy looking lady. You don't want to fuck with her. Look at everybody else. They're just homeless weirdos.
Well, thank you, Laura, for having me. I will say at this point, I think the evidence presented in the complaint speaks for itself, and that there are conclusions that can be drawn that are apparent from what was said and done. We have seen fascist pigs, ICE pigs, profanity. That was the graffiti that was sprayed at the ICE facility, and also the leaflets and brochures that we found on the person of those involved in this assault and attempted murder, and also in the location that we searched. So I think it's fair to say that this is an anarchist ideology, it's an anti-government ideology, and it has turned to violence.
I'm anti-government. I don't need a bunch of people telling me how to conduct myself. I'm a grown man. I understand how to go to work, pay taxes, and not attack people. I got this. I understand how to drive within the limit. We get it. Some of us really get it. But for everybody else, like this, in the 90s when I was growing up, and I know you're old, these people could not find a way to get together because there was no loser brigade on a website for everybody who's sad and hates their life and hates the government and blames everybody else for their mistakes to get together and create a team of 8 or 10 morons and then go ahead and spray paint shit to get arrested. You're not making a change when you're spray painting ice pigs, when you're buying your military tactical gear from Amazon trying to hide in the forest, where the fuck you idiots are trying to do. You're playing anarchy. You're playing terrorism. If you want to see how it's really done, go to the other side of the world and watch. But watch from a safe distance, because kaboom.
Do you see the possibility, Nancy, of additional charges here? I know there's attempted murder of federal law enforcement, other charges as well. But down the road, or maybe not so far down the road, could there be a RICO conspiracy complaint drawn up against these individuals and others across the country who are clearly in some way, shape, or form organizing for these types of violent activities?
And again, they don't look like a bunch of people you need to be worried about, but a collective is a huge problem. But I don't understand. Help me with this. People are being removed from a country they shouldn't be in because they're there illegally. Since when, if you're somewhere illegally, do people get mad that they're being removed when that person's there lawfully? Did you bring them in? Did you sponsor them? Is this your fault that all these people that moved to America? No. So then why are you trying to stop them from removing everybody? Why? The less people, the easier it is to manage. The less people who are there illegally, the less issues you have with border, immigration, policing, gangs in your neighborhood. Look, who the fuck wants people in their house when they don't know who they are? And that's exactly what happens in all these countries that let people in and don't know who they are. You just have people going wherever they want. I need a passport to leave my country and come back, but if you're not from here, you could just fucking trance on in and come for a walk and hang out because somehow every other country in North America besides Canada and United States, somehow every country in the Western Hemisphere besides North America, South America, Central America, and the Bahamas and the Caribbean are all shit countries. Only Canada and the U.S. are good because everybody goes to these two fucking countries. So explain to us how every other country in the Western Hemisphere is straight garbage and we're supposed to take everybody else's people who don't do well in these other countries. Stay home, fix your own shit.
Laura, all of those charges are on the table as the investigation continues and we learn more. As you probably know, a complaint is a charging document that usually has one or two charges in it that serves to hold the individuals that are charged with the crimes. However, when we go to indictment in a case, we usually have had more time to investigate, and at that point, if it does go to indictment, we will add additional charges, I'm sure. And when I say if it does go to indictment, you know that sometimes people, when they see the overwhelming evidence, they do plead guilty. Now, all we have are allegations at this point, and nobody has said anything about pleading guilty, but that's just how the criminal process works.
Now, two of the suspects, the 10, I know there was another who was arrested for some obstruction, but two of them was showing their pictures on screen, had aliases listed in the complaint. Cameron Arnold, a.k.a. Autumn Hill, Bradford Morris, a.k.a. Megan Morris. What do we know about them? Are these transgendered persons? Were they in disguise? What can you tell us?
They're two sad, lonely people. That's what I can tell you, lady. Look, at the end of the day, these two people aren't dangerous. The one on the left looks confused, and the one on the right looks like she needs a nap. These are not the type of people in the world you need to worry about, but they got together, dressed up, they're playing soldier, and they're going to spend life in prison because they don't understand what you're doing. You give these two motherfuckers an IQ test, they're going to stick the round peg in the square hole repeatedly.
Well, the disguises that were used were the military-type garb that all of these people were wearing, as if they were some sort of, special forces team attacking the ICE facility. In terms of the use of the different names, what is typical in our charging documents is that we list aliases and all names associated with the people so that each individual is fully identified. Beyond that, it's early in the investigation, and I really don't have anything else to add in terms of their identities.
Just one more question, Nancy. Did any of them, and I couldn't tell this from the charging document, did any of the suspects resist arrest? They didn't seem to get very far for all their planning and their likely Amazon-ordered tactical gear.
Tactical gear helps, but you got to be in shape in order to really use it. When you do the thing you're trying to do and you're trying to get away, the number one thing about getting away is you got to be in shape. You got to be strong. You got to run fast. You got to jump high. You got to be able to keep yourself on the move the whole time. You find me one fucker in that stupid photo of 10 idiots who has any fitness at all. That's the problem, right? You want to play soldier, but you ain't playing soldier all the way. Like, you ain't dressing up as a soldier and then going to do fucking, like, rucking. You ain't going to do laps. You ain't going to do nothing hard. I don't know what I've been told. These fuckers are 10 years old. Like, they ain't doing nothing. Nothing. But you're going to attack real soldiers and real men with... You guys are idiots, man. Spend the rest of life in prison. Get your dumb ass off the street.
I mean, they didn't seem to get very far away from the scene of the crime.
I think it was more a situation where they were trying to hide from the police officers in the woods and in the dark of night.
The mud covering them and thorns and so forth.
Gentlemen, if you're going to be dumb enough to play soldier for real. Go to the gym, get in shape, do laps, figure out how to climb shit, how to hide. You know, the movie Predator, he puts mud all over his face so the alien doesn't see him. You know, these morons are probably just laying there like...
You're fucking weird. How can he see me?
At the end of the day, y'all for some reason want to play bad and then gonna spend the rest of your life in prison with people who are really fucking bad. I ain't been to jail in over 20 years, and I've spent one life of my in jail. 1 year. Let's rewind that. I ain't been to jail in 20 years. I've spent a total of 1 year of my life in jail, and I'm telling you right now, it's so traumatizing. It's so memorable. Whatever people want to say, I can walk you through every single day, step by step, and I ain't been there in over 20 years. It's jail, people. And that ain't prison. Prison ain't no fucking joke. At the end of the day, these 10 people, you better hope you can all find a cell that will 10 of you. Because, man, somebody's going to have their hand in your pocket real quick. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you disagree. Tell me if you do what these people do. Tell me if you would not do what these people do. Tell me if you know any of these damn people. I'm out.